I'm Roger Zalanaridis with the Economic Development Alliance of La Plata County. How do you make great sounds for model railroads? We manufacture circuit boards right here in Durango, Colorado. Let's go inside SoundTraxx and find out more.
Part of my responsibility is to go out and record all of the sounds that are used in the product off of actual locomotives.
The primary product that we make is a digital sound decoder. It works with something called a command station. It's kind of like a little computer for trains. The sound decoders provide all the sounds, controls the lights, the motor. We also have a surround sound system called SoundTraxx. It knows where the train is on the layout by zones, and it moves the sound from speaker to speaker around the train, and it's like an under-table speaker system.
So this is the programmer that programs our chips for us before we put them on a board. The board itself is a printed circuit board with nothing on it. The process starts with a stencil, and this would let us apply solder paste in the paste machine.
The paste is going to go through these holes, and it's not going to cover the rest of the board with paste.
Correct. And so this is the stencil that Tag was showing us earlier. Watch the solder paste being applied by the squeegee on the paste machine. So then we get to the step where we load the magazine into the machine with the reels. The reels contain the components that we'll be placing on the printed circuit board. The robot arm will come and it'll pick up each one, and it'll pick up to 8 at a time and place them on the printed circuit board right on top of the solder paste that we applied. It's also picking up some of the chips that we programmed earlier. Here Tag's gonna take the printed circuit board, visually inspect it, make sure all the parts were placed correctly, and then he'll stick it into the oven where it'll reflow the solder paste that we put on there. And then it'll cool off, solidify, and pop out the other end. Yep. And then the next step would be to take it to the electrical test machine. We call it the flying probe machine. And these probes are going in measuring resistance, capacitance, anything that the machine is programmed to test for. Paula is cutting the individual circuit boards out of the panel, and she will take them to Emily, and Emily's at a test station, so she'll apply voltages, listen for feedback, actually run the command station, listen for the different train noises, and make sure everything's working like it should be. These are all the final assemblies, so all of our products that we have.
And how many do you have here total?
There are about 100 different products.
The different circuit boards that we build, it might not be obvious by looking at them, but these are all actually the exact same design. They are just fit for different size locomotives, everything from a bigger HO scale model down to a tiny N scale locomotive.
What do you like about having the company in Durango?
Having trains right out our backyard.
Whether we're talking about narrow gauge or HO gauge, it's easy to see we're train people here in Durango. Take it from me. I'm Roger Zalanaridis with the Economic Development Alliance.